Now, gentlemen, while trading a profile account, a fundedNext profile account, I had to make a drastic decision after I encountered some challenges. Now, I want you to see that decision because I relied on the chart to make that decision. I want you to see the outcome of that decision. I want you to see what happened after I took that decision. I'm going to take you right now into the chart where I made my analysis, how I took the trade, and I'm also going to take you into the fundedNext account and see how everything happened. I'm going to show you everything without handling anything. I want you to learn a very vital lesson from this. That's what I'm showing you. If not, I don't have any business for me to show you what I was trading. So let's just go straight now into that. Let's go. Another thing I want to, before we go, you see, decision regarding entry and exit is very, very important. Where should you make that decision from? What should guide your making of that decision? Well, let me show you. You answer that question yourself at the end of everything. Let's go in there now.
All right, gentlemen. So here I want to show you the decision making, and there are a lot of things I'm going to explain. And I want to start from 15-minute time frame. As you can see, we are currently on 15 minutes time frame, right? Okay. So now this, if you look at this buy two, this longing two that you are seeing on your screen, you can see as it is. That is the what represented the trade, the full trade I was supposed to take. And from what you can see, the stop loss is around 30 pips, that's 23 pips, that's 24 pips, and the TP is 250 pips. Please don't mind this clues that is written here. It's just a matter of because as you can see, the trade was taken inside the candle, inside that 15-minute time candle. This candle is inside of it that the trade was taken, and that's because I took it from 1 minute. I talk about sniper entry trading strategy, how it works. We go down to 1 minute to catch it very early. So if I waited for that candle to finish, you see, before the candle finish, there will already be in a lot of profit. If you're taking it from 15-minute time frame, sorry. So this is 15-minute time frame. If you're taking it from 15-minute time frame, that would mean that you're waiting for that candle to finish before taking it, and that's already a massive profit. You should be in. All right. So I'm just trying to describe to help people understand how the trade was taken. And of course, what you can see here is another block. You see this black line is another block. Now there is another block here. So, but here now it's another block. This one is another block after the break of structure to the upside, or rather, now that's not change of character. My change of character already occurred. No need to explain that for now. You watch my video, follow me online, you see how I break down my own. It's different from the traditional concept that people use, but I try to make sure that it rhymes with what the market is doing, and that's how I catch my trade. I hardly fail a trade. All right, I hardly lose a trade because I follow exactly what the market interpret it to what the market is doing, and not just following the textbook setup that everybody is learning. All right, so that's just different. So like I said, this is another block here, and this is showing me here that the break of structure to the upside is taking place right from this point. So that's why, because I didn't come early, I would have taken the trade around here, go to 1 minute and observe a turning pattern and take it from there. But I came late to the trade and it's already going, so I have to take advantage of this other block that is in making. It was in making, so I spotted it immediately. Look at the candle that formed my other block here. So it's already is in the making after this candle forming. That's why I met the current candle where I took the trade forming. I have to take the trade immediately from there, because the market is already moving. So now the point is that I'm supposed to take my profit here. This is where I'm supposed to take my profit, because you can see a very shorter block as I marked it out here. That is where I should target to take my profit. Now I will not mind this rejection here. This rejection here, I will not mind it to say that the market is going to move far, maybe to this zone. No, I didn't have to see the market like that. I have to observe the turning point around when market get to this particular point, because that is the next point to meet. So that's why when I was taking the trade, I have to put my take profit here. But this 250 pips, this 250 pips supposed to make. Now the trade that I took is not up to that, and the reason is that I told you guys that I made a decision that based on the chart. So, and that decision is this. You see, while the trade was going, I was trying because I took it. That's funded next account. I took it, and the trade was going. I was struggling with setting this the stop loss and take profit. I struggled from that time to for to more than 30 minutes, and I can't get it. Then because the new account funded next account actually, and then I didn't know what else to do but to try to struggle to close the trade. So I then closed the trade because if I do not set it, because the temptation was go and sleep. Don't worry, this market is going to go up, keep going up until maybe before you wake up in the morning, it would have been around this area. That's the thing. But I look at this, I say no, this thing is not sure. Based on what I'm seeing from the chart is different. The market is likely going to turn here, and this is actually a reorder block in 15 minutes, but it's actually when you come to 1 minute for 1 hour time frame, and I discover that it's an invisible order block, and I find invisible order block to be more effective most of the time than the well clear order block that people know about. So, and I believe that it's not going to take a lot of time before it hits the TP and begin to reverse. Now I want to go to sleep. I can't stay awake and watch it because the market was very, very slow. What do I need to do? I said to close the trade. I closed it at what? I closed the trade at 90 pips instead of 250 pips. So that is one third of my profit. You get it? But what happened when I got up this morning? Now, this is a risk to reward of 1 to 11 risk to reward ratio. That's what we had here. Now, it is only about 30 pips, that is 24 pips, let's say 24 pips stop loss from of gold to win 250 pips. So now, if I have left it, did you see what the market has done? Because when I woke up in the morning and I saw, I laughed. I say, follow the chart to make your decision. Don't base your decision on whatever anybody is saying or whatever. If you know how to read your chart very well, you are good to go. So if you see there is no stop loss I would have fixed, that would have been enough. If you see where the market is now, as you can see where the market is now. Did you see that? Look at where the market is now. So you would have taken me out completely, whatever. So I took this trade at 50,000, 5,100 price. I'll go to the fundedNext account now and show you so that you can see this recording. And that this was around in the night, the middle of the night then. All right. So I'm just talking about the important here is the making of decision. Making your decision based on what the chart is saying as against your belief or relying on prayer or whatever. If I did not close that trade, I would have woke up in the morning to see it to have been taken out. So, but the key thing here is understanding where turning point is probably going to happen. Like that. Like if I came earlier, I would have taken the trade around here. Let's go to 1 minute. Let me show you those turning points I always talk about. All right, we are here in 1 minute. So let me try to compress this to zoom it so that we get it. All right, so I'm zooming it so that we can get it better and properly. So, all right, first of all, let me show you another reason here why I believe that the market is only going to why I believe that the market is only going to get to this point and might not pass it. Let me show you from 1 minute. Are you paying attention? Okay, look at this place on the chart. You see, this is this point would have been okay. Let me all right. So So at this point now, there is something I want to show you here. Okay, this is like head and shoulder bottom we have here. It's showing a reversal, a bullish reversal, I mean a bearish reversal, meaning that you want to change from bearish to bullish. All right, this is what this is supposed to mean. But you see, this place is higher than here. I like it when this place is higher. Even at this point now, it's still kind of lower than here. So this is showing that this reversal is not going to go far. When you understand chart pattern and how to combine it as a confluence, you understand what I'm saying. So this is not going to go far. It's going to go up, but it's not going to go far. So this is the reason why I have to actually target the next bearish order block, which actually happened to be here, the next bearish order block. And you can see from what the market did, it's exactly at that point. At that point. So here is the main turning point, where the main turning point actually happened. So this is around this zone. This zone is where the main turning point happened after hitting this particular marked out zone. You can see how it respected the zone, and that's why I always talk about the ability to mark out zones that the market must respect is the key for you to be able to determine turning point and then use sniper entry and catch good trades like that. So now I have to take this trade here, like I explained to you, in 15-minute time frame, because there is another block, that potential other block that was starting, and I had to actually catch the trade around here because 15 minutes order block had just been created potentially, which means that it's going to go, and the next place it should head to is the next, is this next bearish order block. So that's why I needed to take my profit around here. But you see, it didn't play out completely. That's because I was not able to set my TP and SL, and instead to leave it while this place is in view, while here is in view, the market is likely to return here, and I'm not going to be awake to watch it market get to this place. And then it seems that all buttons are not functioning, so I have to struggle to close the market. And if I didn't close it like we said, you see what has happened. The market would have come back here and take me off. All right, so let's go to fundedNext. Let me show you that particular account and how much I made trading it, and you will now see exactly my entry price. Remember, I've told you this is around 5,100 price. That's where I entered here. So let's go and find out whether it's the same thing, and also whether it's in the midnight in fundedNext. Let's go. So let's now talk about, let me show you. So this is the fundedNext account. You can see fundedNext, and this is the initial balance. That is a $100,000 account. Did you see that? $100,000 account. fundedNext, as you can see that. Now current equity is over 102,000, over 102,600 dollars. That's what we have here, and you can see everything. All right, current balance, and the return is 2.61% on that one trade. You see it on that one trade. That is what it is. Like you can see that. So this is good. Have been traded. All right. So just one trade that has been taken, and there are no losses, no nothing. Everything is pretty intact. All right. And that's the trade I just described to you. Let's just go see the history. Let's go to analytics to see the history. All right, this is what we have here. As you can see, all right. So you can see here You are see around here where we have symbol, volume, aggregate trade size, trades, number of trade taking, winning and losing. So you can see it, trade taking just one, winning one, meaning that one that was taken was one, losing zero, no trade was lost. All right, I've explained to you. I just wanted to show you so everything you can see it's today, which is a Friday, 13th March 2026. You can see it's 26:03:13. That's it when the trade was taken according to their own timing here. Okay, my own timing is around 1, but the time is clear that their timing is different from my country timing. As you can see that, you can see the entry. You know, I told you the entry 5,100. You see it, that is the point it was, the point of entry. All right, closing time when I close the trade, this trade, you can see is around the 44 or 40 something minutes anyway. 40 something minutes that it took. I struggled for more than 30 minutes, so that's how I had to close it like that. I would have been making like, let's say, around $7,000 if I have left the trade. If I was able to set my TP and stop loss, I would have made about $7,000. You can see it at the end, it's just $2,616 I was making. That's after they have deducted commission. You can see here commission $9 minus $9 another. So here it's just you can see I'm talking about this trade because the reason why I won it was the spontaneous decision I had to make based on what the chart was signaling. If I had if I had already been already in profit, you begin to pay that profit to keep going on, or let me go and sleep in the morning, it would have gone so far. Bullish, perhaps good has started going bullish and all that. But because of everything I know about the chart, I know where it should stop. Since I'm not able to set my stop loss and take profit, then I just have to exit it. So you can see everything I've showed you here are just here like that. So it's quite easy to trade anyway if you understand the chart, how to read the chart. That's the most important thing. And what do you need to understand in the chart? The turning points, the turning pattern, and ability to design and know your key zones, and so that you understand where is the turning point. And for you to know, understand what to react, you have to be able to understand when you see turning pattern taking place at that zone, you know it's time to take your trade and all that. You can take your trade late or early, just know where to exit. Assuming you say, okay, the trade has gone far, just like this one I took. If I came from the beginning of the turning, I would have taken up to 500 pips of gold, or more than 500 pips of gold. But I didn't come early. I know exactly where to exit after I took the trade. And when I could not set my TP and stop loss, I know exactly that I needed to close the trade because I might not come back and make the trade doing well. And that's exactly what happened. So taking spontaneous decision based on your knowledge of the chart, that's how you stop losing unnecessarily and blowing accounts. All right, see you guys in another video. Bye for now.